Hello, everyone. My name is Miss Thompson, and welcome to Business Leadership Grade 12 e-learning second semester course. I'm really excited to be your teacher and for you to be a part of this course. I hope you're all settling in nicely to your first day of semester 2. There's something very refreshing about the start of the second semester of your grade 12 year. You know, for most of you, it's your final year of high school, your final semester of high school. And with that comes the excitement of all the things that are going to be happening this semester. The semester is also generally a little bit brighter of a semester. There's more breaks, and obviously, it's the turn of the winter into spring and summer. So I think it's going to be a great time. But obviously, as with all your academic courses, we're going to work really hard and we're going to learn a lot. So today is the first official day of our class. And the purpose of this instructional video for you is just to introduce you to me as your teacher and to give you a little bit of a breakdown as to my expectations for you this semester. There will be another instructional video tomorrow just to reiterate some of this stuff because every teacher that you have is different and every teacher has different expectations. And because you don't see me every day in the classroom like you would a regular teacher, it can be hard sometimes to make those connections. So these instructional videos are really important. Please do not put them on and ignore them. If you do, you are really going to struggle. Okay, so firstly, I just wanted to, like I said, introduce myself and take you through a few logistics of the course. By now, you would have gone into our course activity feed. So, sorry, I should say our course in Brightspace. Sorry, I don't know why this is here. Excuse me. Okay, so this is what our course looks like. And you would have gone into this, and then you would have seen on the top of our activity feed a post introducing, say hello. And then in addition to that post, there were some things to click on. And one of the things to click on was this instructional video as well as our weekly breakdown. So this is our weekly breakdown for this week. Every single Sunday at 8 o'clock at night, this will be posted. So a weekly breakdown for everything that you will have to do for the week ahead. My e-learning students, I've been teaching this course for about 5 years now, I think, or maybe even more for my e-learning students. And they really appreciate this because it helps them stay organized. It upfronts their week so they can see, okay, what do I have to do for this course this week? And how am I going to balance that with my other in-class academic courses? Okay. So you can expect a weekly breakdown like this every Sunday at 8 p.m. posted on the top of your activity feed, along with an instructional video just like this one for the week ahead. It is absolutely mandatory that you listen to the instructional videos. I can track them and which students are watching them. And the students that don't watch the instructional videos always struggle, or they send me emails and it's very clear to me that they haven't taken the 5 minutes to watch the instructional video for the entire week. And it's very frustrating for me because it takes you 5 minutes out of your entire week. You don't have to sit in front of your teacher every day in a class for this course. You just have to listen to this one video for the entire week. So if you can't commit to that, you might want to rethink taking a course that's online. Okay, so that's something to expect every Sunday at 8 p.m. I usually write something here, just gives you a bit of a background, and then you'll see you have the weekly agenda. Okay, I'm going to go through the weekly agenda with you tomorrow. In the instructional video today, I'm just going to spend some time just introducing you to the course and walking you through my expectations, okay? But just want you to acknowledge that this is here for you and that all of the information that you need really for the week ahead is here for you as well. Please note that today is Monday, February 6th. So for today, you have been assigned this. That means that you should today spend the equivalent of one full in-class period working on this course. It may not take you 75 minutes to go through today's content. It might only take you half an hour, but you do have to commit to spending time today on this course, okay? And this is what you need to do today. The first thing is you're going to complete a participation activity. I'm going to explain participation activities more in a moment, but it's basically a Google form. You're going to click on the link here. It's available to you. And you're going to fill this Google form in, okay? This is great because it gives me more information about you, but it also serves as your attendance check for the day. If you do not complete this Google form today, you will be marked as absent from our class today. You have to complete this today on the day in which it is assigned. As you can see in our weekly breakdown, you have a different participation activity assigned to you each day of this week. You do have to do the participation activities on the day in which it is assigned. So tomorrow, you have to complete participation activity for day 2. On Wednesday, you complete participation activity for day 3. If you do not do them, you will be marked absent for that day, and you will get an absence notification sent to your home. Okay, so this is usually a bit of an issue for e-learning students. Can't just log in when you want. You do have to commit to being in the space every single day. Okay, and especially for the first 2 weeks. So for today, you complete the first participation activity. And then you're going to listen to this instructional video. Ta-da! So this is all we have to do today. Okay, this is all you have to do. Again, it won't take you longer than 20 minutes. Okay, so if you can't do that and commit to that on day 1, obviously that's going to be my first concern. Okay, so you're going to open up the slide deck, which has been linked in here. Or sorry, the video, which has been linked in here. And I'm now going to take you through a few of the logistics of the course. Okay, so here we go. Welcome, like I said, to our course. I'm excited that you guys are here. And we are going to learn a lot. Really, my sort of overall feedback that I've received in teaching this several times, that students really enjoy this course. And the students that commit to being here in this course every day and working on, what they need to do every week perform very, very well in this course. So just to give you context, I did have a student last semester who earned a 99% in the course. How she earned that, I'll explain in just a minute. Okay, so before we get started, I also do want to honor the land and the territory. Although we are in an e-learning classroom, and I know that you hear this every day in school, it's still important that we acknowledge the territory in which we are learning in this e-learning space, where regardless of where you're learning in this Halton community. So Halton, as we know it today, is rich in history and modern traditions of many First Nations and the Métis. From the Anishinaabe to the Ottawandaron, the Haudenosaunee, and the Métis, these lands surrounding the Great Lakes are steeped in Indigenous history. As we gather today on these treaty lands, we have the responsibility to honor and respect the 4 directions: land, waters, plants, animals, ancestors that walked before us, and all under wonderful elements of creation that exist. We would like to acknowledge and thank the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nations for sharing their traditional territory with us. So my name is Ms. Thompson. I am your business teacher this semester. I do teach business in a regular high school as well. Currently this semester, I'm teaching social justice and equity 2, which is a grade 12 academic course. I teach marketing and entrepreneurship, but I've taught all the business courses. I also run and own and operate my own business outside of school hours, a dance studio in Toronto. I've been a dancer my whole life. And my partner and I also run an online social media Shopify page to support those who are grieving. And so that's another thing, a revenue stream, which we have. Why I share this with you is because I want you to know that I am not just a teacher. I also I do what I teach. So hopefully that shines through in this course, okay? I'm more than that, though, too. I have a son. He's 5 years old, and he's the light of my life. If you don't hear from me on weekends, it's because I'm committing my time to him. I also love running. I'm not good at it, but I love the adrenaline rush and just pursuing something athletically. So I ran a 5K this summer, and that was a huge accomplishment for me. And I love traveling. I've been really all over the world, although we haven't in a long time because of COVID, and also having my child, but hopefully my dream is to take him backpacking through Europe when he graduates high school. So that's a little bit about me, and I look forward to getting to know more about you. As an academic senior teacher, obviously I'm looking for students who, are intelligent, but for me, intelligence doesn't equal natural intelligence. Intelligence equals the sum of a number of different things. What I really love are students that try hard. Honestly, they work hard, they meet deadlines, they struggle, they ask for help, they work with me, not against me. They are honest, and that they just are willing to show up and do the hard thing. That's really what I'm looking for, and that's really what I'm looking for in this course. I also want to gently remind you that grade 12 is tough, and if you learned nothing last semester, now that we are back in sort of a regular school setting, you can see that expectations are higher, and actually showing up to life instead of learning behind a screen and kind of checking out and scrolling on your Insta or TikTok while the teacher's talking to you through the screen. There's a lot more work to be done. And I'm sure you're tired after last semester, and that's a part of life too. So it's important that you do insert intentional strategies to help you find that mindfulness. And for me, number one strategy is to get off screens. We are all addicted to screens, not just your generation, but my generation as well. And really it's an ongoing battle, but being on TikTok and scrolling on Instagram and whatever there, we know that's not good for you. And we sit in front of screens all day long at school, so it's super super important that you make space for getting outside and getting movement in your life, or meditation, or reading from a book, whatever it is that fills you up, but do it, and do it intentionally, and be so much better for it. So what is this course about? Honestly, this course is really a lot about learning about yourself. We're going to learn a lot of business acumen and strategy this semester. You're going to look at motivational theories, theories of management, looking at groupthink, conflict resolution. But we're also going to be doing a lot of reflective practice. There is a blog assignment as an example, a blogger project that we do throughout the whole course, and it's worth about 18% of your overall mark. And it's because we do reflective practice within that blog. So there's 8 different blog entries throughout the course based on some of the key learnings that we do. And really you are tying your reflective work back to yourself and the course curriculum. Okay. So while we look at a lot of, like I said, theory and getting you prepared for doing business courses in college and university, it is also, students really enjoy the course because they get to really think about themselves as leaders. And again, leadership is not textbook. Introverts, people who are shy, people who are reserved can be incredibly powerful leaders. So it's really about how you look at things and how you reframe things. Okay. What do I expect from you? Don't put in half of the effort unless you're okay with the 50%. Okay. I've taught this a number of times, and I will tell you this: the students that do not commit to this course perform very poorly. Okay. Every semester, I have students that just think that they can just leave this course until the end of their week and not, focus on their other courses and then get to this, or maybe they can skirt deadlines and hand stuff in late. They perform exceptionally poorly. And I'm not over dramatizing this, that is just how it happens, because you are not in a regular classroom. You do not have that same type of sort of energetic relationship between your teacher and yourself, as though, even though I do try to be very available to you, it's just not the same. You do have to stay organized. Time management and organization and actually doing the work is what's going to get you success in this class. Okay. So here is what you need to do, and this is what you need to commit to from day one. And I very quickly see the students that are not doing this, and I very quickly become very concerned based on what I know. Okay. So number one, connection. We are not together. We are in a screen environment. So if you are struggling or you don't know what to do, you do need to take the initiative to ask for help and send me an email. My policy with my e-learning students is that my turnaround for emails, other than an outside of weekends, is 24 hours. So I do try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. However, I acknowledge, though, that I can only do what I can do. Okay. At time management is incredibly important as well for this class, meaning that how you use your time in this class is really it is really up to you, but we do have some things that we really strongly recommend. So you should treat this class the same way that you would treat your in-class courses. So while you don't have to be in a physical space for this class, you should allot 75 minutes per week. Per day. 75 minutes per day for this class times 5. So that's about 6.5 hours of time that you should be devoting to this class every single week. Some weeks you may spend less time on that. Some weeks you might spend more. I do not recommend leaving this class until the weekend to get it all done. That will serve you very poorly. Okay. And that shows up very, very honestly and quickly for me as well. Deadlines matter. In this class, you will have all of the assignments for the week prior. So Sunday night at 8 p.m., you will get your agenda for the week, and whatever is assigned for you that week will be due the following Monday at 8 a.m. There are only a few exceptions in this course. So you have to do everything that you have for that week is assigned that week. You have all week to do it, but it is due the following Monday at 8 a.m. If you do not get it done by 8 a.m., then you are late in your submission in a grade 12 academic course. That's a huge red flag. Okay, just because you're in an e-learning space does not mean you get to make up the deadlines. The deadlines are there because if you do not meet them, you are going to fall behind and you will not be successful. That is proven over and over again. I am working with multiple students right now who are in that predicament, and they are strong students, but they did not respect the deadlines and now they are suffering. Okay, so you do need to honor those deadlines. Allotting that 75 minutes per day, so about 6.5 hours per week for this course, will help you get there. Okay. I also strongly recommend that you take notes throughout this course. Note taking is essential for your success. So there are going to be a series of lessons, TED Talks, videos, articles, and there are 2 units. So I would recommend today you open up a Google document and you title it Unit 1 Notes, and you start taking notes for whatever it is that's assigned to you during this week. The reason for this is because you do have 3 tests and you do have a final exam. And the students who don't do that generally perform very poorly on their unit tests, or they run out of time because they're trying to find the answers because they haven't been organized and they haven't studied effectively. Your attendance also matters. Every semester I get students or parents emailing, why did you mark them absence for the whole week? It's because they didn't take 5 seconds to fill in the attendance activity or the participation activity. So for the first 2 weeks of this class, and I'm going to go through this again tomorrow with you in the instructional video, but for the first 2 weeks of this class, you have to complete a participation activity, which is that Google form I showed you at the beginning of this video, every single day for the first 2 weeks. And you have to complete the participation activity on the day in which it is assigned to be marked as in attendance for the day it is assigned. Okay, after the first 2 weeks, there's only 1 participation activity for the entire week. So in order to be marked as in attendance for the entire week, all you have to do is spend 5 minutes completing that 1 participation activity. You would not believe how many students do not do this. And then they're like, why did I get marked as absent for my entire week? And I'm like, because you didn't spend 5 minutes doing what you were supposed to do. Okay, so again, super, super easy, not hard, just do it. Okay, so really this is the formula for success in this class. Okay, you need to commit to this on day 1 or it will become a slippery slope. Marks are earned in the following ways, and I'm going to go through this again with you a couple of times in our first instructional videos, just again, as you familiarize yourself with the course. In this course, we have discussion posts, we have badge inquiry activities, we have projects and tests, and a final performance task and examination. So discussion posts are located under communication in Brightspace. Inquiry activities, I will explain a little bit more tomorrow in our instructional video. Projects are worth typically about 10% of your overall mark. Tests are worth about 8%. And then you have your final performance task and examination. There is also a blogger project, which is, like I said, it's going to take place throughout the entire course, and it's worth about 18% of your overall mark. There are 8 separate blog entries that you'll be assigned throughout the course. Okay. So there are only really 5 ways in which marks are earned. And the assessments, like I said, you get different assessments every week. And it's really, as long as you stay on top of your weekly assessments and assignments, you're going to do just fine. Okay. Like I mentioned, those daily participation activities are essential. If you don't start doing the participation activities properly this week, I'm already going to be sending a note home because, again, it's just so easy to do. So if you're not doing it, it shows me that you're just not listening to these videos or not following along properly. And really, that's it. Okay. So here's my email address. Please use it and use it as much as you need. And just, again, I'm here for you. And there's going to be lots of questions as you familiarize yourself with the course. Tomorrow, there will be another instructional video posted, and I'm going to take you through what my expectations are for the week. And I'm just going to show you, navigate a little bit our Brightspace classroom so you can see where I put things and where you can find things throughout the course. And I'll talk a little bit more about assessments and evaluation. Okay, so again, for today, just a gentle reminder that you are responsible for watching this video. So if you're already here listening to this, congratulations, you've done your work for today. And you just have to complete this participation activity, which is also a get to know you form and your first attendance check for the course. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I hope you have a great day. And again, welcome to semester 2.